Yeah, so for me, as a farmer and chair of Regen WA, which supports farmers in their transition to more regenerative practices, I think for me it's about how we work as a whole. And I think if we look at our food production systems and the impact that we've had on the ecosystems that we farm in, you know, they've been quite extractive and quite degrading over a long period of time. And it's perhaps been slow and not particularly obvious, but you know, it's caught up with us basically. So we need to do something about it. So we need to do it collectively, because I mean, the farming system has been created by the financial system or the research system or the regulations that government provides. So the whole system's broke. So we need to solve these problems and move, you know, and shift the way we do things as a whole. So collective makes sense. And if we look at how we restore our ecosystem function and the important, you know, thing that has around our water and mineral cycles, and how ecosystems help buffer some of that variation in climate that we've always had, then it's not much good if I just do something nice in my little patch. You know, it needs to be my neighbours, it needs to be my catchment, it needs to be the whole of West Australia, and in fact the whole of Australia and the whole of the planet if we're really going to make an impact. So everyone coming together, you know, we've all been part of the problem, but you know, we're all part of the solution. So if we can come together, make sure we're not duplicating stuff, because you know, it's going to take money to change, or finances, or time. So we don't want to be all running around doing the same thing. So if we come together, we get efficiencies by working together, we share a common vision and a common goal at the end of the day, and we all move as one to achieving that goal. I think it's always important to not only share your knowledge with others, but to also gain wisdom and knowledge from other people that have been doing work in other sectors. We can always learn, and I think one of the problems that we have, I think we've become very disassociated from our food production systems, you know, our general population. And I think, you know, even our finances and our government officials, like, I think we need to get people out onto country to really understand the problems and some of the great solutions and possibilities that are already being worked on by really innovative regenerative farmers, you know, so they can actually firmly believe what is possible. So coming together and sharing those stories and that knowledge allows us to move there a lot faster. Yeah, I think today has been you know, a next step. I mean, the task at hand is very large, and working together or collaboratively is not something that we're used to. I mean, the whole part of the broken system has been this silo approach that's been created for funding. You know, it's always been competitive. So, you know, we've got to try and break down those barriers. So I think the challenge is in just being able to spend enough quality time to go through it and bring people along the journey. So it's not going to be easy, because, you know, we're talking about a new way of working, but I feel that we have a very engaged and passionate group of people here that really want to play their part in the role of, you know, how we can collectively work together. So I'm quite excited.